Hi. Y'all, my heart is beating so fast. I know nobody's here yet because this is a pop-up live. I don't normally do these. But the verdict is in on Delphi. And I have got it. I have to go live. We're going to be just watching some of the stuff that's going on outside the courtroom. We cannot get any footage from the courtroom because the judge has banned cameras and any kind of equipment in there. But we got word about 20 minutes ago that a verdict was in. So this that you're seeing on the screen, hi LJ, hi Peggy, yes, verdict is in. I know LJ is my second oldest daughter, and she and I have followed this case from ground zero. We both have been to the crime scene. We've done Delphi. We've been to Libby's grave together. I've also been to Abby's grave by myself. Here we go, you guys. Hi, Joyce. Welcome. Thank you guys for being here. I just got in from out of town late last night. My house is a wreck. So please overlook that. I haven't been home in a week. I've been out working. I am streaming somebody else's video that's just showing you outside the courtroom right now, where mainly these people that you see lined up, you guys, are YouTube creators. I can actually pick out a few that I know, but the ones that I'm seeing right now, I don't, they're not my jam. I don't agree with the creativity that they do as far as their channels go. So I'm not going to point them out. You may see somebody on the screen that you know, and if you follow them, great. There you go. But mainly this is YouTubers that are trying to get their seat in the courtroom to hear the verdict read. There's only 23 seats open to the public. 23. So these people that we're seeing up front here will probably get in. They haven't let them start going. Well, maybe they are letting them. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. It's okay. If this just keeps going like this, I'll turn to another channel. I just thought this one was a great, oh, no, he's, hopefully this guy gets his stuff together because he is, spinning. Anyways, they haven't let anybody in the courtroom yet. I guess they're giving time for the families to get back in here and the lawyers, if they're not in there already. This is where the jurors came and sat, you guys, every morning. They were there at 9 o'clock. This is day 4 or 5 of a 17-day trial. It was supposed to go till November the 18th, but, I mean, they worked it out really, really fast. Just because you miss dusting doesn't mean your house is... Oh, Peggy, no, honey, no. Look at my floors. I'm an honest person. I have 2 golden retrievers, Peggy, and I have 2 cats. And I mean, there is, look right over there. That is a normal in my house. That is, I call it golden glitter. It is, of course, my golden's hair, and it has to be picked up every day. So I'm not kidding you. And it's been raining, so my carpet is muddy. So it needs to be bleached. And I could tell they've brought in wood, and they've been, but they've been here with their dad. Look, the floors are just trash. The floors are the bane of my existence. Now, I've got a bunch of stuff on counter over there. Here's just, let me just give a spoiler alert. We did an online auction and for Christmas stuff because I am very into vintage Christmas things, and you can get them dirt cheap there, even cheaper than going to vintage stores. And so all that up there is from the online auction that we did 2 nights ago. And I'm going to do a haul, my first haul. I'm going to do a live on that, not tonight, not tomorrow, probably Wednesday night will be the haul that I show, and then we'll go over prices and stuff like that, how cheap it is to shop at auctions. So anyways, yes, I'm not exaggerating when I tell y'all it's a mess. It's a complete mess. And this guy is scrolling, or he's still, I can't even think, you guys. I'm so excited. I can't stand it. Hello, Anointed Praise. Hello. Thank you guys for being here so much. We're on Verdict Watch. This guy is, I hate to go to other people's channels. Let's, maybe Tom. You guys, I don't own the rights to this. I don't want to put other YouTubers up here. Shit. Gray's on. Frank is there right there. Frank Meister, he's there right there. Maybe if I just show him just a second. Lexi is one of Libby's best friends growing up. I'm going to click off that so I don't get in trouble. Let's see. This is what I was watching. It doesn't have their face on. So, okay. There we go. Anyways, verdict is in, you guys. They have not started letting people in the courtroom yet. I guess just waiting on the families. We may see the families go by, going into the courtroom. Maybe they're already there waiting on just, you know, the players in the game to get there. I don't know if I think Richard Allen is already at the courthouse. They bring him every morning in so that he's there already when the verdict comes in. You guys, I'm sorry I'm tripping over my words. I'm so excited. This has been almost 7 years that I have been following this, that LJ's been following it. And so this is a big deal to me. And so please excuse my nervous voice. I don't think I've ever been this excited for something to happen as far as court cases go as I am for this one, because it's, first of all, it's so close to home. Second of all, you know, I've talked to the family. I've been in contact with the family. Third of all, we've just, you know, the second this happened and it got shot through the news, which was that night, you know, an Amber Alert went out for the girls that night. I started following it. It just grabbed my heart, probably just because it was so close to home. And then, you know, I've been to Delphi a couple of times since all this has gone on. So there's no way we can't be here for this. Police walking through, you know, keeping, you know, these people are doing great. You know, there's total order there. Nobody's screaming and yelling at each other for places in line, knowing that there's only 23 seats. It is what it is, you know. Some are going to get in, some aren't. Maybe everybody we're seeing on the screen will get in, but everybody behind them won't. Elvis and Chill. Thank you so much. Thank you. Brud, hello. Hello. Welcome, you guys. Thank you for being here. If you do me a favor, this isn't everybody's jam, and not everybody is following this case or even cares about this case, or even a lot of people don't even know about this case, you know. But I'm sure most of YouTube is covering this right now. Most of the YouTube channels, I guarantee you, that are true crime. And I'm not a true crime channel. I'm just passionate about this. So YouTube, I'm guarantee you, is lit up right now over this right here. So I'm sure a lot of people are in the bigger channels, bigger streams, watching from there. So those of you that are here with me in my tiny little channel, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. How's everybody doing? Let me calm my ass down. Glitters and gold. Hello, beautiful. Wonder what the verdict will be. God bless our veterans. My daddy fought in the world. Yeah, Good to see you, Glitters and Gold. Yes, happy Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day to those that served and are still serving so that I could do something like this. It's a big deal. And I want to do a shout out, even though he will never hear this. I gave birth 21 years ago today to my last baby. So to my baby child, just want to say big happy 21st birthday to him. He'll never see this. He doesn't give a damn about YouTube. So I had my own little veteran. But yes, happy Veterans Day to everybody. Thank you. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it so much. Glitters and Gold, we're happy to have you. Happy to have you. I hope you're well. I hope everybody's well. I'm going to stay live until I hear from this. If you guys can't stay, I just appreciate what little you can be here or in for the long haul. If you don't mind hitting the like, I appreciate it so much. I've got a nervous puppy, and I don't know, maybe she feels my nerves as well. She's pacing. Now, Newt over there, that's Newt. He's chill. He doesn't get nervous that much, but she feels all the energy. Maybe because she's female. This is little girl. And she's been pacing, so maybe she feels my energy. I've been gone for almost a week, you guys. So I got to sleep in my own bed last night. I'm leaving town again tonight. Out of town with my son for just overnight. We're going to go do a quick job in Michigan. And then I think my travels until Christmas is over will stop. So I'll be able to get right back to doing my lives again full time. Because right now, I feel like ever since probably July, it's been hit or miss because I've been out of town a lot this year. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hello, Warrior Nun. Thank you guys for being here. It means so much. It really does mean so much to see names of people that I love and I care about and that care about me. I appreciate that so much. My second oldest daughter is in chat. That's LJ. So if you see her, just say hey. She has been watching this like a hawk with me since day one. In fact, LJ is the one, when we went into the crime scene, I've talked about it before, you guys. When we went to Delphi, we originally went to the bridge, and we were going to walk the bridge. My 8-month pregnant daughter-in-law started walking in front of me, and she got to the first platform. And she turned around and she looked. I was going next, you know. Once I got up there, I was like, oh my God. Like once you're up there, it's a whole different game. And I saw the first railroad tie that was missing, the first hunk of wood that was missing. And I'm not kidding you, you could fall right through it. I could have fallen right through it. And it scared me. And so I ended up getting to the first platform as well. And my daughter-in-law, she was ready to keep going. And I was like, I can't go. I'm so scared. I cannot move. My beefcake actually had to come out there, grab my hand, and take me back. And nobody else wanted to do that bridge. I mean, it was scary. So because my daughter-in-law was that pregnant with our baby, I was like, please come off the bridge. Don't walk it. It's too scary. And so she came back as well. So then we ended up splitting up into like 3 groups because we wanted to get to the crime scene. And my son ended up finding the crime scene because it's out there in the woods, you know. It's a lot of land to have to look over. And he notified all of us that he had found it and came back, helped me and his wife get through the thicket because it was very, very, very hard to walk. And we finally got over there, and the tape, you know, they had 3 sections taped off all the way down to the river. And 2 places on the tape was already, it was still hanging from the trees, but it wasn't up. Only one side was still up. Now, we went on March, so the girls were found on February 14th, 2017. We went to Delphi the first time on March 16th. So it had been a month. So I figured, all right, the tape is already cut. Like, we're going to go in. So it's kind of a large area. And we were kind of walking around in there. And my daughter, the one who's in chat right now, actually came up to me and said, Mom, I think I found where they found the girls. And I was like, really? How do you know? And she said, come here. Well, we were being real quiet just because it kind of felt like sacred ground. You could feel that something had happened there. It was a very sad, haunting feeling to be there and to see the actual crime scene tape. So I walked down closer to the river with my daughter, and I've said it before on here just for those who haven't heard it. There were 2 bouquets of flowers that they had actually pushed into the ground so it looked like they were standing up. Right there. And obviously this is the middle of February, March. There are no flowers growing. You could tell they were fresh cut, beautiful bouquets of flower that were dried out pretty much. And there was nowhere else around that had anything like that. So we knew that's where that they had found the girls' bodies, and it hadn't even been put out into the public yet. And then Becky Patty, who is Libby's grandma, said in an interview that a few days after the girls were found, they actually took both families down to where they found the girls, and that they had put flowers there. So it was confirmed. But anyways, I talk about that. I've got a couple of videos on Delphi if you want to check it out. Delphi is such a bizarre crime. Oh, yes. Lunch lady, hello. Good to see you. Thank you, everybody, so much for being here. If you don't mind hitting the like for me, Delphi verdict is in, you guys. What you're seeing on my screen right now. Diamond Lucidity is here as well, you guys. She is also an Indiana girl. She's been following this case since day 1. Now we see people going into the courthouse, you guys. I don't know if this is family. Hold on, because I don't see the line moving. So I think these are the players in the game, like meaning family or his family, the girls' family. People that have seats in there. I'm just watching a random live right now that is showing the people in line to get the public seats. There's only 23 public seats, so that line hasn't moved. So I'm thinking these are family members, you guys. I can't be sure, but obviously the public line. Okay, media. Okay, so they're taking in the media now. So that is probably CNN, ABC, our local channels. They all have a specific spot. 5 minutes after media gets in, they should be letting in the public. And he's saying that they just let the media in, so the families obviously are there already. And then the people that are standing out line here, you may recognize some of them. Most of them are YouTubers, you guys. I don't want to point anybody out, like I said, because I'm not a fan of some of them. I'm just going to be honest, but I do recognize quite a few of them standing in line. There's only 23 seats, you guys, for these people standing in line, so not everybody is going to get in there. So that's what we're looking at right now, the courthouse, and then the pretty much YouTubers that are in line to get in. Kaz Home, hello. Ann's Place, hello. Thank you guys for being here so much. Will you do me a favor and hit the like? Diamond Lucidity said, I watched video of Ron Logan at the transfer station that day. His clothes, his movements. He is not the bridge guy. Yes, thank you for saying it. I think Diamond Lucidity and I are on the same page as this. What you have to know is that Diamond Lucidity has said this before, and she's correct. Y'all, there's a lot of information that's not out now. You have to actually go looking for it. When this crime first happened, you know, here in Indiana, we were getting bigger news than, or more news, should I say, about the crime and the crime scene and the people involved than they were putting on national news. So I think that's probably why Diamond, LJ, myself have really come to believe that Richard Allen is BG because, you know, living in Indiana, of course, we have, you know, different news than what's being put out towards the national news. So thank you for being here, Diamond Lucidity. I'm so glad you're here with us to give your perspective on it as well. I know you have followed this case from the beginning as well. Thank you guys just for being with us, knowing how important this is to me. You guys, I'm shaking. My heart's beating so fast, I can't stand it. I heard so many rumors about this case. Right, and they are rumors. Yeah, LJ, sounds like it's starting to get tense there. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Please, yeah. Thank you, Warrior Nun. Please, you guys, hit the like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Look, I'm only trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, you guys. I don't want to be a large channel. I want to be a small channel that I actually build relationships on and that people don't get lost in chat. To those that have big channels, good on them. They're probably better people than me to be able to handle that. But for me, this is more of a personal space to me. I don't want to be any bigger than 1,000. I mean, I really don't. Once I get to 1,000, you'll never hear me say sub up because I just would rather have a small community where it's people I'm used to hanging out with all the time, that get my humor, that get my quirkiness, that get even my anger sometimes when that comes up, you know, and just have real relationships that I don't think you can really have on bigger channels. So if you haven't subbed up, we're a fun place most of the time. This is not what all we do here. We do a little bit of everything. And I'm not a crime channel, you guys. This is just one of the cases that I followed from the beginning. There's a couple of cases that the subs here are very interested in that we follow together, but we're not a true crime channel. We're an everything channel. That's what we are. So if you can dig that and if that sounds good to you, then sub up. Y'all, I'm trying not to shake, but I'm shaking because I just can't quit shaking. I just can't believe we're here. I can't believe this is the day. This is the day. Today is the day. That has been the motto, Becky Patty's motto for the girls since day one. Today is the day. And today is the day, you guys, that there's going to be a reckoning. Is he going to be found guilty? I don't know. I don't know. Do I believe him to be guilty? Absolutely. 100%. Do I think he worked alone? Absolutely. 100%. Listen, there's a couple things I want you guys to keep. Not that it matters anymore. I mean, the jury already has their verdict. This isn't going to change the verdict, what I have to say, but maybe it'll help you think a little bit. So I always try to critically think. I try to keep emotions out of it, and I really try to critically think. And for me, I I will be the first person to say I've got a lot of common sense. I'm not a smart, book smart, school smart person, but I've got a lot of I was completely blessed with some good common sense, thank God. I don't know. Oh, here we go, guys. All right, let's see who gets in and who don't. Here we go. And then we're going to talk about how I feel and what I want you guys to think about as far as why I believe, you don't have to believe, that he's guilty. I'm not seeing chat that well, you guys, because I'm trying to stop myself from shaking and I'm trying to keep my heart rate normal. I know I'm talking fast, I'm talking a lot, and I'm sorry, that's the way I get when I'm really nervous. I'm trying to calm myself down. I'm so sorry. I'm terrible, I know. All right, this is the public, you guys. There's only 23 seats. I don't know if they're going to open up more seating, if Judge Gold has opened up more seating, or is going to let people actually stand in the courtroom to hear this. For those that are just coming in, Delphi verdict is in. Is Richard Allen guilty or is he innocent? Now, as you can see, they've let some of the public go up on the steps to be accounted for. And they're stopping the rest of them, you see? And they're pushing them back. So the chances of these other people that are in line getting in the courtroom will depend on the first set of people that just went in from the line if they get in. So all these people that have stood out here for hours and days, they probably won't get in because there's only 23 seats. That's it. Hello, Aaron. Thank you for being here. PCT, we're here. Let's go. Now, PCT and I, excuse me, that's Tina. Tina and I have gone over and over this case, and we both stand on different sides. And we both shout it loud and proud that, I believe him to be guilty. PCT believes him to be innocent, and that's okay with me. That's okay. You don't have to believe what I believe. All we got to do is just be respectful to each other's opinions. All right. So what we've seen is people go in. I'm pretty sure these other people, I don't know why they're still in line. They're not getting in. There's only 23 seats to open to the public. So I guess they're hoping that a miracle happens and they will be let in. I doubt it, though. Oh, look at there. One of my sickening favorite people on YouTube just walked by, so he didn't get in. I said that facetiously. He's not one of my favorite people. I think he's a dog. But I won't call his name out here. Oh, there's another one. He didn't get in. Oh, that's tragic. See, there's a lot of YouTubers here that I recognize oh, there's another one. Oh, would you look at that? Some of you guys may recognize some of these people, but there's 3 people that I've already recognized that I am completely happy they are not in the courtroom because they don't have all their facts together. And that's all I'll say about that. All right. You're nervous about Me Too, Ministries of Defense. The community will never hear. Yes, Ministry of Defense. I agree with you. This community I talk to people in Delphi, and they say that it's forever changed. It's not the same anymore. Well, how could it be? It's a small town anyways, you guys. But how could it be? I don't know. All right, now that they're filling up the courthouse, I don't think these people are getting in. Let me go ahead and just give you some thoughts I have on why I believe this man to be guilty. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. Verdict is in on Delphi. That's what we're watching. And this is live outside the courtroom right now. There's no cameras or audio allowed in the courtroom, so we're just going to have to wait until the verdict is read and YouTubers start running out, because YouTubers will have it way before the news will put it up. I'll tell you that right now. We know that for sure. All right, let me give it to you guys. This is why, some of the reasons why, the biggest reasons why I believe this man to be guilty. First of all, nobody that I've ever heard of, and I've lived 55 years on this earth, has ever confessed 61 times while being innocent. Now, the defense would have you believe that the reason why he said he was guilty and confessed so many times is because he was under duress of a psychological meltdown. Now, let's go back and pay attention to what dates he actually confessed on. It wasn't all on one day. The first confessions came out before he supposedly had his psychological meltdown. The several times that he went into psychosis, right? Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it so much. This trial is DELPHI. Justice for Abby and Libby today. Let me just say, you guys, even though I believe him to be 100% guilty, I have prayed and I've asked God that if he is an innocent man, please let him walk, because I don't want anybody spending any time in prison that has not committed a crime. So I've prayed. And I believe, you know what? I'm allowed to believe that God hears my prayers. I'm allowed to believe that, and I'm going to believe that. But if he's guilty, that this jury would see it and he would be put away. All right, back to why I believe. So then we've got the 61 confessions, okay? And you could go along with the defense and say, well, he was in psychosis. They say anything. They do anything. All right, let's talk about the bullet that was left between the girls' bodies, okay? And I've always said before we even got any clarification on what happened on this day, I've always said that I believed him to have had a gun, and that is why the girls complied. Listen, these were 13 and 14-year-old girls. I'm 55. If someone points a gun at me, hands down, I'm doing what you need me to do. What's up? Whatever, okay. You know what I mean? These were young girls. I can imagine how scared they were. So let's talk about that bullet. Now, the defense and the state both provided people that were from, ballistics, that were professionals at their job. They've been on the job many times. The defense says that no, it would a unspent round would not leave markings on a bullet. While, of course, the state's ballistic expert says that it would. Okay? I don't know. I don't know how two different people can come up with two different thoughts on it. What I do know, though, is that I've been watching different podcasters that have been in the courtroom and come out and do their daily brief. And I swan to you guys, the same two podcasters that have been in the courtroom hear two different things. So what you guys are hearing is the wind on there. I'm sorry about that. So it's, I could see, I guess, where there would be people that come up with different thoughts or different whatever. Now, I will tell you this about the bullet. The second day before they found the girls, if you go and you look for footage, you guys, it's out there. They were sweeping the Deer Creek. Okay? So they had divers out there sweeping Deer Creek. Y'all, they pulled out handfuls of firearms, handfuls out of that creek. Of course they did. Every one of those firearms, because at this point they don't have a weapon, okay? Every one of those firearms were sent over to Idaho forensic labs, and they're the ones that did the testing for the state, for the prosecution. And then, of course, when Richard Allen's pew-pew was found in his home, that was also sent. So all those had to be tested, and the one the bullet matched up to was Richard Allen's gun. Now, you could say, just like some people do, that an officer may have unspent one of their rounds while they were walking. Here's the deal. The bullet came from a Sauer 6 gun or whatever. Police quit using those like 10 years prior to this, so they use 9mm. They don't have the same type of guns that that weapon, that bullet would have come from. Okay, so there's that. Now, some people will say, well, the police planted the bullet. Okay, so they planted the bullet on February the 14th. The bullet was supposedly planted, right? Richard Allen wasn't even found until 2 years ago. So they had no clue that he would have had the weapon to match that bullet. And if police are going to plant something, you guys, doesn't it make sense to plant DNA? Why would you plant something that's not foolproof? Because basically what we're doing now is there's not any DNA in this. There's no Richard Allen DNA. This is all circumstantial. But let me tell you something. DNA became a thing in crimes like this from the O.J. Simpson trial. I think if people understood DNA and we had better prosecution than what O.J. Simpson's case had, he would have been found guilty. But DNA was new. Not a lot of people understood it, and the prosecution just fucking sucked. So that's when DNA came into this. Prior to that, you guys, it was fingerprints and it was circumstantial. And that's what we have in this case. It's circumstantial. So for me, if the cops are going to plant anything, wouldn't it be better just to plant DNA or to fix something to where we have his DNA on some kind of evidence if this is who you really want to get? So there's that, right? Let's go back to the confession. Who are you talking to, girl? Let's go back to the confession. He confessed 61 times to various different people. Some of it was to his wife, which his wife told him not to talk to her, that he can't call her telling her stuff like that. To see, they're going to stop these people from going in the courtroom unless they're family. And she actually, to shut him up so he would quit talking about it, she hung up on him. He also called his mom and said, Mom, will you still love me if I told you I killed Abby and Libby? You don't tell your mom that. You just don't. That to me is weird as well. That's sus to me as well. Completely sus. He puts himself on the bridge at the same time that the girls were on the bridge. And, oh, she didn't get in either. Oh. Sorry, more people I'm seeing that I know that are just, ugh. Anyways, what was I talking about? Sorry. So, I forget where I was. It must be that I have to look in chat. Jay Badass is here. Pink Fan is here. You guys, I'm not reading chat a lot. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep my emotions together. My heart is beating. I'm breathing so fast that my hands are shaking and I have pin needles in them because I've waited for this day for a very long time. I feel very emotional about this, and I just appreciate you guys being here with me. People that know me and come to my channel all the time know how passionate I am about this case. Oh my God, you guys, they're all in the courthouse. It could be being read right now. I can't even think of what my thoughts were that I was trying to get to about why I believe that he is guilty. Okay. So he puts himself in the timeline, you guys. Now, he has 3 different timelines that he gave, okay? One of the timelines that adds up to the witnesses that saw Bridge Guy, one of those timelines that he gave is accurate, okay? There were 4 people out there on the trails that actually saw him, were snapping pictures to prove their timeline. That proved their timeline. So that's how they knew Richard's timeline and knew which one he was telling the truth about. Okay? So he puts himself out there on the bridge, you guys. Here's the deal. He admits to seeing every one of the people that saw him. Okay? But he doesn't admit to seeing Bridge Guy or the girls. Isn't that odd? I mean, the witnesses saw the girls. They saw them. They were their friends. They were actually texting back and forth with them saying, hey, we're right here. Hey, we're over here. Hey, we're going to be leaving. And then the lady who was walking just to walk, she saw the girls. But yet, and she saw Bridge Guy, who I believe to be Richard Allen. Richard Allen admits to seeing those same witnesses, but yet he didn't see a supposed Bridge Guy and he didn't see the girls. Y'all, that's sus. Everybody else sees all the players except for him. It's not right, you guys. It's not right. He also told a lie to his wife whenever this all first came out, and he gave talked to the police, you know, gave an interview to the police. He told his wife, he said, I was never out on the bridge that day. Why wouldn't he tell his wife that he was on the bridge that day and she had to find out through the police? Oh my God, you guys, oh my God. Okay, the door is open back there. Police are coming out. Okay, that's all that's come out is the police. Okay, we're still waiting. Y'all, there's so much I could say about this that just points that if you think logically, because that's what we're having to do. There is no DNA. You have to think critically. You have to think logically what makes sense. I mean, 2 + 2 = 4, guys. No matter if you put it 3 + 1 or 4 + 0, it still equals 4. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to think logically. You have to look at all of the evidence and all of the timelines. Now, on Saturday, the jury asked to go back into the courtroom and see, they wanted to see 2 things, again, of the evidence. And the 2 things that they asked for was, they wanted to see one of the interviews with Richard Allen that was done with the police, and they wanted to see Libby's video again. Libby's video on the bridge is 43 seconds long. And I've thought about that. Like, why would they want to see Libby's video again? And why would they want to watch the interview again? And this is what I'm thinking. I could be wrong. One of these jury members will talk because they're going to get money for it. I think the only thing that makes sense to put those two things together is to listen to his voice, Bridge Guy's voice. Because the two things, the interview and the video from Libby, has in common is Richard Allen's voice. That's why I think that they asked only to see those two things. That's it. Out of all of the stuff that was presented in court, those are the only two things that the jury asked to take a look at. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. We are on Delphi Watch. Verdict is in. They have been in the courtroom now. Let's see. I've been live for 45 minutes. The courtroom has been filled up probably for a good 20 minutes, you guys. We're expecting at any time people to start coming out of there. We know for sure it's going to be YouTubers that come out first. So we should be able to hear it here first before we will ever hear it on the news. So thank you so much for being here with me. This is just kind of I know it's a crappy live. It really is. And I'm sorry about that, but I know there are people that have followed this right along with me. And so those of you that did, thank you for being here. I need a cigarette really, really bad. I'm so glad. I was so worried, you guys, on Saturday, because I was in Michigan. I was so worried that they were gonna get a verdict and I was gonna be out of town. I wanted to be in Indiana. I really wanted to be in Indiana, at least whenever the verdict came out. So I'm so thankful that I got back. They may be looking at his body type. Yes, that too, Army vet. Thank you for saying that. Mannerisms as well, right? Yes. Oh, God, you guys, I'm just shaking. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Thank you guys so much. It means a lot that you guys are here. Jay Brad, I would really like her take on this. We'll do a debrief sometime this week on this case as well. Jay Brad has promised, I call her Jay Badass because she is. She is a retired FBI agent. I put quite a few things that I've been curious about to JB just to get her FBI brain thought on this and what I should be looking for and just her take. So she has promised one day when she feels good to come up on my panel. I really would like to debrief with Jay Badass. I think that would be, oh God, you guys, my stomach is just in knots. I can't stand it. Got YouTubers out here holding up a sign, taking pictures that shows today is the day with the girls' picture on it. God bless Abby and Libby's families. No matter what the verdict is, I pray that they find some kind of comfort today, some kind of beginning of, do you ever heal? I don't know. But I don't know, peace maybe, peace that it's done. And I don't know what you're supposed to feel. I don't know. Thankfully that I've never had anybody in my family or close to me that has been ripped apart and their lives taken so short in such a disgusting, vile, horrific manner. And these girls suffered. They suffered by the hands of someone. They suffered. It's not hard to find out there the autopsy report now. It's not hard to find out there the PCA, which is the probable cause, why they arrested Richard Allen. It's not hard to find pictures. These girls suffered during their deaths, and I can imagine the fear of a 13 and a 14, anybody, but these girls were 13 and 14 years old. How scared they were. Y'all, we need justice. And if this is the man that did it, and I prayed that the jury would get it right. And if he's not guilty, I just have to reckon it with my heart, and I pray they keep looking. I hope it doesn't just end up that we couldn't find it. But I believe him to be guilty. Thank you guys for being here so much. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of wonderful things being said in chat, you guys. I know I'm talking a lot. I talk a lot when I'm nervous, and I breathe funny when I'm nervous, and I shake when I'm nervous, and my heart palpitates when I'm nervous. So you're just going to have to get through this with me. But there's a lot of good things being said in chat. I can see it. And I appreciate that so much. Army vet, of course, you know, just in his line of work, I know he has put it out there before. What he does, he can put it in chat himself, because just in case he doesn't want it mentioned on a live without his voice saying it. I know what he does for a living and what he has done. He's a very good source also to have around when you're trying to break down cases. So I've been blessed. I've got at least 2 professionals that visit here regularly. And we may not agree on things, but at least I can pick their professional mind, and they can be, I mean, truly, you guys, I am overly passionate about this case, and I have thought about it a lot with my heart. But J. Brad, my J. Badass, and Army Vet, both can take themselves out of that, and they think with their professional minds and with rationality, and no feelings in it, no emotion. You know, they know, they're trained not to look at things like this emotionally, whereas I'm not. I think with my heart, but I am able to think with my head too. That's what I mean by my common sense. So I will be the first to say, if I thought this guy to be innocent, I would tell you guys. I wouldn't want, and if the jury finds him innocent, I'm just going to have to reckon with myself and believe that it was the will of God, because I believe in my own prayers. I have to. I have to. And I always want to do what's right by people. That's the truth. I really do. I want what's right and what's just. And if this man is found guilty, I don't want to pay for him the rest of his life. I say, let's go with some jailhouse justice. And that may be hard for some people to hear, and that may be cruel. Call me cruel all you want to. I don't want to feed these people. I could give a shit less. If you're guilty of a heinous crime against humanity, especially against children, fuck you. Jailhouse justice. Here we go. And if that makes me a mean person, call me mean all day long. I don't care. You deserve that and more than what you ever gave to your victims. Y'all, I just know it's at least being read right now in court, because this judge, she's quick, they're fast. They only did 17 days. 17 days for this almost 7 years of this madness going on. Madness. While we're waiting, let me give you guys some spoiler alerts for those that are just coming in or just got in or haven't heard me before. Tonight I have to go out of town again. It's just an overnight trip with my oldest son, who's my boss. We're going to do a job together tomorrow all day. We'll be back late tomorrow night. The good news is that we will be doing a late evening live tonight. I will be doing a late evening live with my oldest son, who will, I'm gonna grill him. You guys, you're gonna get to know my Huckleberry, and I'm excited about that. My girls have been on my channel before. My oldest daughter has been on my panel before. And I asked my son, I said, look, if you want me to go out of town with you again, that's cool. I can do that, but what I want out of this is I need an interview. You know, and you would think that I know everything about my 37-year-old son, but you really don't. You really don't. So if you're interested in that, we will be doing a live together, my son, and I'm going to grill him, and we're going to get to know him a little bit, and maybe me a little bit more. I'm going to try to steer away from that and just have him talking about himself. Also, you guys, just so you know, don't look at the house. I'm going to show you real quick. Look up on my counters, stuff all in there, and in the dining room. I'm going to do a haul live. So we did an online auction 2 nights ago, and it was all picked up today. And I want to show you guys, because we've talked about, I did a private live, or I privated the live that I did of my home, antiques and things that I have found at online auctions. Well, this time I didn't get any furniture. I got mainly just antique and vintage Christmas decorations. So I'm going to do a haul live. That will be on today's Monday. So Wednesday night, I will set it up. It'll be a late night one like that I normally do. So if you can't be up for the late night one, maybe you could watch replay and give me a thumbs up, or watch part of it. So we're going to do the haul on Wednesday night. It'll actually be Thursday morning to those that are out of the U.S. I've got my son on tonight. That'll be a late evening, probably somewhere around 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then there was we're going to do a debrief on DELPHI. That may be over the weekend. We got to see what the verdict is. We're going to talk about the verdict, talk about the players in the game, remember Abby and Libby, and see what goes on from here. If he's guilty, he will be back in court to be sentenced. I don't know when. If he's found not guilty, we'll find out when he's going to be released. If he may walk out today. I don't know. I would think that they are going to release him immediately. He'll probably have to go back to the jail and be released from there, be out processed. So we'll do a debrief on it. If he's found guilty, then we'll wait until sentencing, and that's when I will do the debrief on it. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it so much. Will you do me a favor and hit the like? I have not been watching chat. I've kind of been paying attention to the doors up there on the screen, because the YouTubers are going to be coming out of there, and they're our first line of defense, you guys. It's going to be reported on YouTube before it will be reported to our local news. So, because they aren't allowed cell phones, the minute that those people start coming out and grab their cell phone, we're going to hear it. And I want to be here for it. I want us to be one of the first people that get it as quickly as we can. It's time to move on from this. It's been February would have been seven years, and it's time that the town puts this away. This is the worst thing this town in Indiana has ever been through. It's time for the family to, I don't know. Hopefully they've got the right guy at this part of it is an ending for them, and that they can know that justice came for the girls, and that they can keep going with their lives as best as they can. And that a lot of good things happen for them, right? A lot of good things. Oh, mercy, you guys. Woo, my heart. Oh, my heart. Let's go. I can't take much more of this, and I'm not going to lie, you guys. I need a pill. I need a pill. Calm my nerves down. Oh my God, I should have taken one, and then I wouldn't have talked so much. I should have taken one the minute I saw that we had a verdict. But I was texting all my family. I was like, guys, we got it, we got it, we got it. I'm going to go live really quick. So don't call me because I'm going to be live. And come into the live if you want to watch with us. Sorry. Verdict is not till 3. Okay, thank you, Diamond Lucidity. Thank you. Elvis and Chill. Peggy, I appreciate you so much. You have a calm head on your shoulders, too, and I appreciate that. It's so good to see my friends. I love seeing the names that just are there for me as much as they can be. I'm so thankful for all of you. I'm so thankful that you're here. I know we've got some, my Australian family that is probably, hopefully sleeping right now, that can't be here. They would be here, you guys. They'd be here with bells on. So much love. Shout out to my Australian family who I adore. Shout out to Maggie and Lizzo, wherever Lizzo's at, and my friends in the UK. Pink Fan is here. She's from the UK. Anybody else that I just can't think of right now that I'm used to seeing all the time. My family in the UK, because you guys, oh, I'm just gonna cry. No. Ah! Hold on, let me get it together. I hate when that happens. Hold on. Ugh. Okay. Y'all, I just get emotional sometimes. I can't freak it out, but anyways, I am my family in the UK. You guys mean a lot to me too. I'm just so thankful. And then of course my family here in the good old US of A, the mother country. And I'm emotional because of this day for Abby and Libby and for the families. And then when I think of how blessed I am with people on YouTube that care about me. I mean, people I've never met. I'll never meet them. I'll never be able to touch them or hold their hand or hug them or anything. I feel you and I know you. And there are people out there that say there's so many people that are fake and, you know, they're not real and they don't show their faces and la, 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 la. And all that does happen, you guys. It really does. But I do believe that I have found a group of people, my people, when I say my people, I'm not saying it like I own you. I'm saying it, my people, like my family. We hold the same kind of thoughts and values and love and care. That's what my people are. I believe I found some real ones. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful we've been able to keep away people that aren't the real ones. And are only on here to cause strife. Hold on, guys. Okay, I don't think that had anything to do with the courthouse. You know, we've come a long way. Richard Allen is just now pulling in, you guys. That's what he just said. That's what the sirens were for. Oh God, you guys. So I would have thought he would have already been at the courthouse. That's usually how a lot of cases do it, where they bring them to the courthouse because you're only supposed to have 30 minutes from the time a verdict comes in to be in the courthouse. But they just said outside that Richard Allen just got to the courthouse, so I guess they had to bring him in. He's going through the back, you guys. We will not see him. Judge Gold set up a tent around one of the backside so that people could not videotape or take pictures of the families going in, the judge going in, the lawyers if they choose not to be seen, and of course Richard Allen. So there have been no pictures that I know of the judge, and none of Richard Allen coming to him from this courthouse. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it so much. Seriously. Eric Freshcorn, hello. You guys, I'm just looking at chat really quick. Whew. Is Bees here? You guys, Bees is so sick. That's another thing. Let me just mention this before I get going past that. So many of our family here is sick. Bees is really sick. One of our mods here. I'm not going to put out what they have because that's not my place to do it, but she's been very sick. Melly Joe, one of our beautiful mods, has been very sick. Lulu and Melly are both from from Australia. They both have been pretty sick. I think Lulu is on the mend finally. Who else? Y'all, I'm sorry. Maggie is still pretty sick. And her family has got it as well. Who else, you guys? Please remind me. I'm not trying to forget anybody. Can we remember Miss Barbara in our prayers? I just want to always, anytime that I'm asking for prayer for people, to always remember Miss Barbara. She's got, everybody knows Miss Barbara's been on our panel, and she has been here since day one as well. And she's got cancer, you guys, and she's got a lot of physical illnesses, and she's very sick. And I always want to remember Miss Barbara and give her lots and lots of love from all of us. I think she is actually our oldest, the oldest, I think she is the matriarch here. That's what I'm going to call her. I think she's the matriarch. Is there people coming out? I don't know. They may not have anything to do with... Hold on, guys. People are leaving. Oh, here they come. Guilty, you guys, guilty. Oh my God, you guys. Guilty, you guys. Oh my God. Yo, he's guilty. He's guilty. Oh my God. You guys, it's a guilty verdict. Oh my God. It's done. Oh. LJ. You guys, it's guilty. Oh my God. Babe, it's guilty. It's guilty. They got him. Oh my God. Oh, woo, Jesus, thank you, God. LJ, my family, time and lucidity. He's guilty. All of my Indiana people, all of the people all over the world who has followed this and stuck in there with me. They're coming out of the courtroom like crazy. Somebody walked out with a paper in their hand and it said guilty. They were one of the first people to come out. So we're one of the first people to hear it before it's ever hit the news or even the YouTubers that are in there. So, y'all, I'm so grateful. I'm shaking like these are mainly YouTube people that are out here that you guys are seeing in the town of Delphi. Richard Allen has been found guilty. He has been charged with 4 counts of murder. And oh my God, this is better than the Super Bowl. Or that my driver won the NASCAR championship. Yeah, I'm that redneck. My driver won the championship, and my boy is 21 years old today. Oh my God, you guys. Oh, LJ, he's guilty. Wish TV is live here. Oh wow, here, you can see different YouTubers already on their channels, you guys, talking about it. I'm going to, listen, you guys know I'm going to be live tonight with my boy. I'm going to have to talk about Delphi a little bit as well, because this is such a big day for Abby and Libby. God bless the families. And I'm just, oh my God, you guys. Oh my God. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Not that they saw it my way or anybody else's way, but just that justice has been done for the girls, Abby and Libby. And I'm sorry, I'm just so emotional. These girls did not deserve this. I've been very embarrassed every time that I have said that I've seen, I have the crime scene photos, real photos of the girls. And you guys, it was horrific. And it was sad and it was so scary for them. I know it. And these families have been put through hell and even been accused themselves of murdering their own girls. And I'm just so grateful that finally somebody is being held accountable for this, because these girls didn't deserve it. Nobody deserves this. And it's been a long time. It's been a really, really long time. You may see somebody on this TV or a couple people that you recognize from YouTube. These are a lot of YouTubers, creators that are out there. Oh my God. I feel like an idiot, but I just can't help it. I just can't. So, thank God. Thank God it's over. It's over for them. It's over. My heart just breaks for that family. For both of the families, it just breaks. Oh my God. May the girls rest in peace, Abby and Libby. You'll never be forgotten. You'll never be forgotten. We love you. Oh my God. Wow. You guys, I need to take a pill. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just a freaking wreck. But thank you guys so much for being with me, and go watch those other channels of people that were actually in the courtroom. And thank you for seeing this through with me. I love all of you. I'm grateful for all of you. And I will see you guys tonight around 9:30, 10 o'clock, 10:30, somewhere in the 9:30 to 10:30 hour Eastern Standard Time. I'll be going live. Thank you guys. I love you so much. Hug your loved ones. Happy Veterans Day. Happy birthday to my baby child. And God bless Abby and Libby's families. And praise God for the justice that these girls got today. I will see y'all next time. Love you all.